Well done, mate.
All right, so we are now going to go top six. This top six in this Group A category, and Richard Burt has spat it out, and that is the end of him for the night. So Richard Burt and Lockie McMillan have blown it. So, Fonzie, mate, what is it, Australian Championships now? 5 in a row?
5 in a row, mate, and 6 in total. So, yeah, quite a big tally there, and it's good.
Geez, I tell you, mate, you're over here having a look at all of the action. You're wishing you were out there, of course.
Yeah, I'm the defending champion, mate, when it was last round in 2015, and I won the double down, so won both nights in front of, 10 to 15,000 people. So, yeah, it would have been good to be out there to defend the title, but, yeah, family, problems, thingos got in the way, and you put your family first, and you're racing second sometimes.
Yeah, well, that's right. Look, and mate, you're now getting set for the World Series, of course, in Australia. Last weekend in October in Keith, South Australia. First weekend in November in northern New South Wales at Cabarita. You're getting set for that.
Yeah, we are. We've had a little bit of a boat issue, a hiccup. We had one ordered, but I won't get into finer details. But so we're back about a year and a half in progress. But we've still got the old mighty Ramjet machine, and she'll be getting a birthday. And you never know what's around the corner. So you know me, Cavey, we'll have some serious artillery up our sleeve.
Well, mate, you've had supercharged, you've had twin turbos, you've had injected, and ladies and gentlemen, rise to your feet for Hayden and Amanda Wilson, the brother and sister team from Wanganui, as they take the Enzed Stadium Cup for the Group B category, which of course is proudly brought to you by Stinger Boats. So a great run from them. So, mate, can you give us a bit of an insight onto the engine package, or are you just going to
no insight, mate. The big mighty twin turbo will come back. No one drives a turbo machine like me, and I'll tell you now, look out.
Yeah, perfect. Like it a lot.
Can't wait, mate. I reckon she's going to be a ripper. Can't wait to see the Fonz back on the track. And like I say, it's sad not to have him here today, and was really hoping he was going to be a part of the show. And we can't wait to see that racing in that World Series coming up, mate. It's going to be great.
I got excited today seeing Rob Coley in that little Nissan, mate. Yeah, definitely be twin turbos, and I think you might find Rob might be the simmer.
Yeah, mate. It's good to hear. That's what we're going to see.
Right, we are now top 6 in the Group A category, and Richard Burt straight himself out of contention. The rookie Scotty Andrews with Anthony Lewis sitting right in alongside him. They have put themselves in contention for the Enzed Stadium Cup, and they are certainly in with a chance. Well, the rookies in the Group B category found themselves second place on the championship for the night. So this would not be unexpected and out of the norm for Scotty Andrews. The way the night has been, it has been a huge night of attrition, and these guys looking pretty good.
Oh, he's got this wrong.
Bang into the hay bales and punches one out the back like a domino.
That was a big hit. He just caught that inside of Fowler Island and poke him up there. I hope it didn't get the side of the boat with him, and it looked more to the rear, but...
As we have a look on the big screen and have a look at the replay, obviously this part of it was the early part of the rotation around the mouth breast sweeper there on the replay. Where does it all go wrong?
Just down here at Fowler, mate. He comes in a bit early, bit weird like Neil Marshall got, and clips it right here, bang, straight across the top, and boof. Look at this barrel shoot out the back. This is how quick he hit it. That's not bad when they're 300 kilos skidding out the back.
Yeah, that's an incredible hit. Oh, I reckon, that's probably going to hurt a shoulder or two and have the brain cells rattling around in the bucket.
It definitely does. I did it back in 2015, and we broke a GoPro mount out and severely damaged our boat. I think they might have got repacked a little bit lighter after that because they're like concrete.
Yeah, mate. They're certainly they're wet. and they've been there all day, so I hope Scotty and everyone's okay. No one looks to be panicking there, so I think at this stage they've done a bit of damage to the boat and it would have made a mess, but I think the safety cages and everything we've got on these boats are second to none, so they've certainly done their job. But let's hope Scotty's back and going to be racing in Waitra in only 3 weeks' time. So we've got Sean Rice next, which will be the Rice burner with a brand new Sprint Tech package. He's been another upsetter all day. We've been watching him and he's finding himself in the final top 6 with his last chance to dance.
All right, Chris Kent just making his way over to Hayden and Amanda Wilson, see if he can get a quick interview with them. Wow, I'll tell you what. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Scott Andrews and Anthony Lewis, the rookies, and they are A-OK. And, well, it looks as though Sean Rice got a little bit of trouble with a reverse bucket trying to get that boat off the trailer. They've got about 3 or 4 people down there trying to wrestle it off.
Just a quickie here, guys. Got Hayden Wilson, boat 7, winner of the B group.
Yeah, bloody fantastic. Can't thank my sponsors enough. Engine Rebuilders Wanganui, 800 my engine. They've been spending a lot of time on the engine lately, try and get it back up to where it is. And yeah, lately old Butterbean for his blades, been fantastic.
All right, well done, mate. We're going to go, but great win.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Oh, gee, Sean Rice, the trouble coming off the trailer, he's gone wrong way, so that's cost him plenty of time. Geez, I tell you, the Group A guys so far, the first 3 boats, we've had all sorts of dramas, and well, at the moment, Sean Rice, he's going to be now playing catch-up in a big way.
Yeah, I think he's just got to rely on finishing now, mate. It's a game of attrition. We're watching him go out. He's just got to get a run on the board here. It's going to be his best finish of the season so far in this new boat. I think he just wants to take it home straight and not do anything stupid from here.
Well, see, this is an easy thing to say, not doing anything stupid, but of course the red missed the races, as we know. He knows that he's gone wrong, but he's certainly carrying on. Or had a look up the middle channel, so certainly get the nerves getting the better of him. Just needs to bring it home, as you said, Leighton, and live to fight another day. Of course, the water in the track making it very difficult. A lot of water on the outside of the track will be making it very difficult to see the actual channels and the race course. Sean Rice across the line there in a 1:14.340.
Respectable enough to finish with a 1:14 with doing that double lap round the big Enzed Island. So, like I say, it's nice and straight. He's been reliable all day. He's had a couple of guys fall out in front of him, so he still finds himself in P1 just with runs on the board. It's all going to come down to these next 3 boats. Looks like we have got pretty close to MF King fired up down there, which is hot dog Harry Whelans. He's been reeling some good times out all day.
Gee, I tell you what, I don't think with the way that we're going, we've got 18 minutes left to go. We have to pull the plug at 10 o'clock sharp. Right, okay, so it is Harry Whelans, Jason Conroy. These guys been super aggressive all day. Couple of little mistakes that Harry's made. Managed to get away with them all thus far. Jason Conroy is the farmer. Harry Whelans is the, industrial designer, the MF King machine, Group A category. You can see Jason Conroy only pointing the way when required. A little bit knifey around that right-hander. We've seen worse, we've seen better. All in is good. Oh, got the boat a little bit airborne on the change of direction there. Hit the crosswatch. Harry Whelan just kept his foot into it, which was smart. Oh, in no bag, Harry Whelan.
Another sore nose.
Into the hay bales. I've run out of sound effects for all of this.
I tell you what, Sean Rice is still in P1 at this stage.
Exactly the same as the prior boat, mate. They're just going in way deep, and the boat's really upset on that last bit of wake, so both of them just skipped out.
I've got a feeling, Fonzie, sorry, mate, we're into the finals. We haven't had an opportunity to have a great chat there, mate. But, mate, all the best for the upcoming Australian season. And we'll see you back at home pretty quickly and probably down the bar for a couple later.
No worries, Kobe. I reckon we'll have you on the mic in the world.
Yeah, beauty. Good on you, mate. Thank you very much.
Sure, you bet.
But, look, Harry Whelans, Jason Conroy, the safety crew down there at the moment, I dare say that the water level sort of getting down to that bottom bottom part of the track elevated, so it's really difficult now because that water level has come up so high to differentiate at all where the water is, and it's still at the moment.
It thinks to me, I can see that the problem is, I mean, looking at it, you're coming down there, these guys are going as their water, as their land, and as you can see, it's just over the top of the bales. I think that's causing the issue. We've only got 4 runs to go for this whole night. 5, sorry, I'll say 2 runs for the... We've got 2 more Group A boats, which is Ray Ferguson and Ross Super Mario Travers, and then 5 super boats. So we are going to be down to the skinny end of the night, and things are happening. But I do think that bottom island is causing a little bit of trouble with that water coming over the top. It certainly looks like there's water there when it's actually land.
Yeah, that's right. And as the night wears on, you just sort of, it just creates that in-depth vision. The depth of vision just changes so dramatically in there. And when we're seeing 2 boats come out in the same part of the course, Chris Kent, what does it look like from down there, mate?
You're pretty right, I guess, but I still say both those boats were, they just went in really deep on a, very upset. And yeah, they may have clipped inside banks, but very hard to throw a boat into a corner when you're not in the water properly.
Yeah, well, this is very, very true indeed. So at the moment, as Leighton said, Sean Rice still on top. That is the end of Richard Burt, the end of Scotty Andrews, the end of Harry Whelans, as we now see Ray and Nicky Ferg. So Ray Ferguson, Westview Aluminium, Nicky Ferg, his wife, launching off the line. Oh, opens that apex up in a really different way there. Haven't seen Ray do that before. In fact, anyone else throughout the course of the night. Into this right-hander. Now, this is the part of the track that is flooding very, very nicely. Plenty of water in there, but very, very deceptive. There is no doubt about that. Ray Ferguson into this sharp right-hander, eased off very nicely done indeed. Ray Ferg learning a lot. The experience starting to show through the washing machine between Althern and Enzed around the mouth. Fresh sweeper now coming into this area. We see 2 boats come out of there recently. Ray Ferg through the split with the 43.238. That will be a split that is certainly quicker than what Sean Rice had, because he went wrong way in the earlier part of the lap. So Ray and Nicky Ferg, they are coming in. Geez, very tentative through there, lines it up. Great time, 61.715. I tell you, mate, this is unreal.
Ray Ferg, mate, running on the ragged edge there a couple of times.
Yeah, look, this is the time where you've got to run on the ragged edge. So, all right, Super Mario, Ross Travers, radioactive. Ross Travers, the helmsman. Shane Travers, his son, doing the navigational duties. The time that they need to beat is a 61.715. The split, what they'll be looking to beat is a 43.238. Oh, Travers grabbed it. There was almost like they threw out the anchor, the handbrake. There is going to be a long climb back from here.
Mate, that's 1 whole second, maybe 1.5 seconds that he's going to try. He's trying to push it. I'm not sure it's there, and we've got a lot of water down that bottom end. This is where the problem's coming.
Yeah, look, Ross Travers certainly continuing on with a lot of confidence. He's obviously put that mistake in that first quarter, although squared that one up a little bit, but maintained the range, maintained the radius. Now coming along, here comes the split. This is a cracker of a split, and a 42.282 quicker than Ray Ferguson. So Ross Travers really wide, nearly took out Althern, the big island.
Even though he's caught that bank, he's still ahead of Ray Ferg. This is the money end. Here we come, down to the end, the big finish. Oh, 1 minute. Well done. 1 minute, 1:09. Fantastic. He's fist pumping in that boat. Super Mario is over the moon about that. We have a winner.
Absolutely. That, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Super Mario, Ross and Shane Travers. I don't know they're going to get an opportunity to take the victory lap with a checkered flag, because we are running out of time and we have 5 boats to run.
We are just going to keep cranking here. We will make it. We have got 12 minutes up our sleeve. Super Mario is going to get the flag. flag. We need to give him a quick clap, guys.
Right, quick clap, Super Mario. Well done.
Not
Off you
that
get.
quick. He hasn't come out on the track yet.
Oh, right, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, rise to your feet. Congratulate Ross and Shane Travers. That's all we needed was Shane Travers to hold the checkered flag out, take the timing out.
He's got his photo. Yeah, that's all we needed. Yeah, that could be another 5 minutes. That would have been great.
So, Chris Kent, how are the guys down there at Radioactive team? I'll bet you they are humming.
Yeah, mate, all jumping up and down on the trailer and fist pumping. So, I think there's going to be a lot of kisses and hugs when they get back on the trailer.
Ah, fantastic. That is what we like to see. All right, change of class music. This is the last